What's up, the squad? Back with another video. Y'all seen this how was going down. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. It says Mayor Brandon Johnson goes on an insane rant where he falsely says Chicago is the greatest city in the world. I don't know about y'all, but I do know this past, I would say, weekend, if I'm not mistaken, there has been over, I want to say, 60 shootings. I want to say from the things that I've been seeing. I'm not even. It may even be more. Honestly, it may even be more. We know how bad, when it comes down to Chicago is. I've seen multiple posts, coming down to it of how bad, these things are, and the deaths, when it comes down, when you're having these shootings. But check out what Mayor Brandon Johnson says here.
Chicago is worth protecting. This is our city. We bend to no one, and we cannot be broken. I know the storms have rattled us and people are drowning in the despair of hopelessness. But Chicago is alive, a revival is here. They chose the wrong city to pick a fight with. We are Chicago. We've been through a lot worse than this. We will come out of this, you all. We will come out stronger and more united as a city. We will be stronger than we've ever been before. I can literally see the dawn of a new day. I can see the hopes and aspirations of our ancestors that dreamed that black, brown, and white. And
this man just said, I can see the dawn of a new day. Bro, I could see if, the crime has went down when it comes to Chicago. Literally every weekend, it is something insane going down in Chicago. And I just said weekend. Really every day, but we just gonna say weekend.
Asian folks from all over the city can come together united to beat back against tyranny, but also to ensure that we build a city that works for everyone, no matter what corner of the city you live in, no matter where you come from, whether you are a descendant of slaves or you're an immigrant, you belong in the greatest freaking city in the world, the city of Chicago. This is our time, Chicago. We will stand up for justice. We will put forth a budget that protects us from tyranny. I'm committed to working with you, City Council, to ensure that every single Chicagoan can live justly and can live prosperly. Thank you all. God bless you.
They're really standing up clapping for this dude. I see some that's not actually clapping because they know he's full of it. She's not. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got a few people in there that ain't clapping and ain't standing up and clapping because they know he's full of it. I'm not even gonna lie. They know he's full of it. I'm gonna tell you why he's full of it. Check out what this illegal alien did in Chicago.
Accused in a sexual assault on Chicago's northwest side will remain in jail while he awaits trial.
And the details coming to light weeks after the violent attack. WGN's Courtney Spinelli is near Black.
And I'm not gonna lie. I live in Indiana, y'all. I live in Indianapolis. I live outside, when it comes to Indianapolis. I ain't gonna say Indianapolis. I'm gonna say Indiana. I live in a different, I don't know where y'all know where Plainfield area, like. I'm going to say Plainfield, Greenwood. I don't want to give people my location nowhere, but I'm, Plainfield, Greenwood, Mooresville type of area. But this individual right here, I'm pretty sure that he worked for Fox 59. I don't forget facing. I'm pretty sure he did. But I'm sorry. I just had to say that. I don't know. Some of y'all always comment and say that y'all live in Indiana and stuff like that. I was just trying to see if y'all recognize them. But this is completely insane. Check it out.
Light weeks after the violent attack. WGN's Courtney Spinelli is near Black Hawk Park in the Belmont-Cragen neighborhood where investigators say the assault happened.
This attack was believed to be random. The 54-year-old victim walking home when she was allegedly grabbed by the 21-year-old suspect who ran out of this park.
It makes me feel really scary because I walk in the morning by myself.
Some concerned residents now learning of a violent attack on August 31st. Prosecutors say it happened at the hands of this man, 21-year-old Later Araz Medina, just before 3 in the morning. According to court documents, Araz Medina first pulled the woman to the ground by her hair before forcing her up and across the street. Private surveillance video picked up the sounds of her screams. The suspect allegedly forced her into an alleyway off Laverne, threw her to the ground, and undressed her before dragging her further. That was caught on pod cameras, investigators say. The suspect then strangled her and grabbed her by the hair, slamming her head into the concrete repeatedly, according to a court proffer. The victim told detectives she lost consciousness, but when she came to, tried to fight off the suspect, who again slammed her to the ground and continued his sexual assault.
So y'all mean to tell me this same person, Mayor Brandon Johnson, that said no matter if you, what did he say, descendant of slaves, immigrant, this, that, and other, you mean to tell me that this person is literally yelling, making speeches of protecting individuals who's doing stuff like this in your city?
Suspect was spooked
Very
and ran
odd.
when a car approached.
To walk out of your house and not feel safe around your neighborhood is it's terrible, honestly.
Prosecutors say it was workers at a nearby food truck that were able to help the woman and call 911. Staff at LS Teca say they were about done for the night when the woman ran into the truck, one worker still inside there. They say she was frantic and explaining what happened. Another worker was able to bring her a towel and get the help needed, including an ambulance that took her to the hospital. The extent of her injuries not known.
Some people won't even try to help anymore because they're too scared. So it makes me feel good that, at least someone was out there to help her.
Court documents show the victim was able to give a good description of the suspect, who was caught nearby. Araz Medina allegedly told detectives he took cocaine, went to the park, and saw the victim. He admitted he wanted to, quote, do a bunch of other things, and described the attack in detail.
So, again, y'all literally got this man saying that this is the greatest city. Mind y'all, what's the day, the 20th? This just happened yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Y'all mean to tell me this man said this the greatest city, Chicago the greatest city. He's sitting there yelling, everybody clapping, and y'all got stuff going on like this? Not to mention the other person that they arrested. Arrested 38 times, but they had that catch and release or whatever they got going on. And the same person going to the same place, it was a woman on there that said it kept on happening. It didn't happen. It wasn't just one time that happened to her. And she has to go through that way because that's her only transportation. So again, this man mean to tell me that everything, the crime and everything is good. He's protecting illegal aliens, and they good with it. You got people clapping. There are residents actually scared, coming out and saying that they're scared. They're scared to help. They're scared of, people, illegal aliens, people doing, these crimes. I ain't gonna lie. Dude need to be arrested. Not even gonna lie. Here's Pam Boddy on Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson.
They are forbidding in Chicago, this mayor, Brandon Johnson, is forbidding the police to work with ICE to get illegal aliens off the streets. Here's one example. There was an illegal Mexican in Chicago. He should have been in prison, illegally there. He was in prison. He got released from prison. Instead of being deported, they kept him right there, and he beat a 21-year-old to death. In Chicago. How are they condoning this behavior?
Again, it just goes to show y'all that this place is horrible. And they're trying to make it seem like it's just this amazing place. Nothing is going down. I literally just had to, and I've talked about this before. One of my high school teachers, I actually had to unfriend on Facebook. And usually I don't really care. But I don't like the lies. I can't stand the lies. And I didn't, even say anything to him. I should have. But, I pretty much hold my tongue sometimes. And he made a post. Yeah, he went down in Chicago and posted, a street. There's no crime here. I don't know why people are saying, And he's, to mention, I know it has nothing to do with race. It's a white guy. Older gentleman. And he made it seem like it was just, everything's fine. And it it makes me so mad. You know, it makes me so mad. And from here, he's not even from Chicago. He went down in Chicago, and I've talked about this many, many times. A lot of people that are protesting, a lot of people that has a lot to say don't even live in the Chicago area. But the people that actually live in the Chicago area, residents in Chicago, they're the ones that are having issues. They're the ones that's trying to speak out on the news, that's trying to say things, you know, putting out videos and everything, and they're not being heard. They're not being heard, and it's pretty sad. It says here, Governor J.B. Pritzker brought some of the only black people who were at the No Kings protest in Chicago on Saturday. He brought them to the front, and I'm going to show y'all, you know, a couple photos. It says Chicago is about 29% black. The protest was about 1% black. The Democrat Party, Pritzker and Mayor Brandon Johnson, literally are not liked by the black community, as y'all can see. So if y'all notice, if y'all look out in the crowd, and like I said, I'm gonna show y'all more pictures. It's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5, 6. I see 6 black individuals in the crowd right now, walking with J.B. Pritzker in Chicago. And that right there just goes to show you a lot. And again, it can be multiple factors. First of all, and this is no excuse, a lot of the people that's in that community probably don't like J.B. Pritzker or Mayor Brandon Johnson. You know, I've seen multiple videos of people literally saying, I live in the Chicago area. I'm a resident of Chicago. I don't like what he's doing. I don't like what they're doing. You see multiple videos all the time. You also have people that honestly don't really care, you know, when it comes to, you know, these situations. It's sad to say they're not paying attention or anything. You have people that literally don't like what they're doing. You have people that do not like what they're doing. You're having people that are traveling, you know, going to Chicago. I know it's people, you know, they had something here in Indiana, downtown Indianapolis, downtown Indiana. But at the same time, you literally have people that are traveling, going to Chicago, people that's not even residents there, that are going to Chicago and doing these things. I'm telling y'all, bro, it's a lot of this is sad. It's sad what they're doing. It's sad what they're trying to make Chicago out to be, you know, and trying to, they're making it out, you know, that this place is just amazing. You know, we see what's going on. We see what's going on. The residents see, I mean, everybody. I mean, look at the crowd here. If y'all look closely, there aren't, you know, I mean, you constantly see this, bro. I mean, it goes to show you right here. I mean, you looking out in the crowd, you don't see. I mean, they're obviously seeing what they're doing, you know, to the community. I'm telling y'all, it's definitely sad. It's definitely sad. One thing about it. I mean, you literally have Chicago ranked number 9, the most dangerous cities in the world. I did see this. Indianapolis, Indiana is number 14. Like I said multiple times, that National Guard definitely needs to be here too. There's a lot of crime that happens here, of course. I'm not even gonna lie. There's a lot of crime that happens here. I always look at my Citizens app, and it's always something popping up every day, especially during the weekend. During the weekend, it's horrible, y'all. It's definitely horrible. This is another post. The U.S. has the 3rd highest M rate in the world. I have to watch what I say on here, y'all. I've already been, I don't know what's going on my channel, but Chicago is ranked number 1. You know, it's definitely sad. Definitely sad. It says here, Mayor Johnson spends at least $27 million a year on private police force to protect him and his family in a city he calls safe. So you literally pay $27 million a year on a private police force to protect him and his family. That police force, I'm pretty sure they said is 150, but I'm telling y'all, definitely insane. Check it out.
Are you concerned about a business community pushback and also about a fight in City Hall over that one item?
97% of businesses will not be impacted by this. We're talking about 3% of our larger corporations. But here's what it funds. It ensures that we're providing mental and behavioral health care services for our police officers. It ensures that domestic violence survivors are supported. It ensures that young people have opportunities for good and paying jobs. It actually invests in CVI, our community violence intervention workers, particularly at a time in which we have seen the greatest decline in homicides and shootings in over 60 years, right? And so my commitment is to make sure that we're not going backwards when it comes to these investments to ensure that we can build the safest, most affordable big city in America. And I don't believe that's an unreasonable expectation to challenge the ultra rich, the very people who received the biggest tax breaks from Donald Trump, to put more skin in the game so that we can continue to build safe and affordable communities.
What he's doing, I'm not even gonna lie, is probably, I don't know about y'all, but the things that he's doing, I don't see how people, and I've said this multiple times, I don't see how people actually voted for this dude. You know, I actually don't see how people voted for this. And I feel like that's why it's so important to pay attention on who you're voting for, what they're about, you know, because end up with, you know, things like this, being in denial, you know, and calling, you know, his city safe, but has police force, you know, that's with him and his family 24/7. I mean, I find a lot of it completely insane, y'all. I definitely do. Check it out.
Chicago's mayor just proved Trump's point. It is not safe. Dude, Brandon Johnson needs 150 police officers to keep himself secure on the streets of Chicago. You're telling me that this man is all over the news saying, Chicago is perfectly safe, I don't know what Trump is talking about, and then staring blankly because that dude looks like he has like no thoughts in his head?
Because he doesn't. That's the thing.
He's doing that while he is employing 150 officers. Now the people of Chicago, they found out about this and they're not very happy. They're demanding that he gets rid of all of his security because it's costing the taxpayers over $22 million in salaries just to protect him. Have you ever...
It was at 27, but 22, I mean, it's still a lot.
Heard of a mayor that needs 150 police officers? Like, that is a whole force just for him. Yeah, if your city is so safe, then drop all the security, bud. Mm-hmm. Drop all the security and prove it. Prove your point. Prove that this city is safe.
I feel like that's the only way he could prove that it's safe, is that he drops the security, the police, and he's literally just, oh yeah, I'm in. It's even hard saying that because he can make a video. He's still, I don't see it anyway. So I don't even know why I'm sitting here talking about it. He's not going to do that.
In Illinois for most of my life, I didn't go into the city because I had some experiences in the cities. I don't care what you guys try to gaslight us into believing. If your mayor needs 150 police officers to keep them safe in a city that you say is safe, is it really that safe? Is it really that safe?
Exactly. Is it really that safe? It's not at all. I'm going to tell y'all, it's not at all. But one thing about it, always, you know, great news. Says breaking, President Trump has officially appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn an activist judge block on him deploying National Guard to Chicago. So one thing about it is that it needs to happen. You know, I'm tired of them, you know, thinking, you know, and saying that the Chicago and these different cities, they don't need the National Guard. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That brings me back to, you know, the whole list. Where's my list at? Find my list. Grab Memphis, Detroit, Baltimore. You know, you got Oakland, Milwaukee, Philadelphia. Definitely. And like I said, Indianapolis. 14, but I still don't care. Indianapolis. You know, I definitely feel like it's very, very necessary. I definitely do. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know y'all comments and thoughts on this video. Catch y'all next one.